Julia's not truly gettable because if you get Julia, she remembers what you've done.
Yeah.
And she sets like a trap that can take any amount of time to come to fruition.
Yeah.
And she will ultimately win in the end.
Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Julia.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nathan.
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like we're different evolutions.
Like we got bigger, our voices.
Because we're a Pokemon evolving.
See, Jacob talked about this intro beforehand.
Well, don't say that.
That was so cool that it just happened like that.
It was
we
organic.
We just got on the same page.
And I definitely know how the first stage Pokemon sound.
You know how they don't act like you know less than you know. You know how they sound.
I don't know. I thought they were little like MIDI sound effects.
The show. You've seen Pikachu say Pikachu.
There's an anime in addition to the game.
I totally forgot there was an anime.
What do you mean you forgot there was an anime?
The only Pokemon I've experienced with is Pokemon Red and Blue. And then Pokemon Yellow. I did play Pokemon Yellow.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And they all just kind of bleep.
They do little bleeps.
Trying to say to me that you played Red, Blue, and Yellow but never watched any of the anime a single time
I think I did as a child.
Lie. You are a liar. We're starting this episode off with lies and deceit, and we're ruining the trust of the audience.
Julia, how would you know what Ash Ketchum's voice is if you never watched the anime?
That's right. Julia said she was going to do an Ash Ketchum impression, and now we've caught her. Objection! Nathan, I think we got her. Good job, man.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap on the episode.
That's a wrap on this one. We got Julia. We caught her. Just like you catch a Pokemon.
Oh!
Because this episode, this is a cool suggestion because it's both a hybrid Discord and YouTube suggestion and a suggestion through time.
Whoa.
A time traveling suggestion.
I love that.
So Ribbon Road on the Discord said, I was about to suggest this old comment. Then I went, I think I did this already, but then realized I was thinking of a stream. Unless it happened and I missed it, it'd be a good episode, I bet. And then they sent a screenshot of a YouTube comment.
Nice.
From 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Wow.
Wowzers.
From Many Anemones 5597 that said, please, can y'all get Julia to draw a starter Pokemon and Nathan and Jacob draw its evolutions?
Whoa.
Any order would work. Really feel like you could end up with some fun and mildly unsettling drawings.
I bet we could.
Karina's out today, so it seemed like the perfect one for the three of us to do.
Wow. I can't believe we kicked Karina out to do this prompt.
We had to. She wasn't mentioned in it. So she had to go. Julia, you are drawing us a starter Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all up to you. It's like completely your design.
Yeah.
Your original child that you're creating and bringing into this earth.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it.
In making a brand new child that joins this earth.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of pressure. As one does as the creator of a new, definitely real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought a lot about what Pokemon are.
Oh, really? You did some preparation for this one?
Well, I did a lot of thinking.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
if that counts as preparation.
I don't know if that counts as prep.
That counts. Thinking counts.
So I feel like the first gen of a lot of Pokemon is like baby animal.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Sure. Yeah.
Can be.
Absolutely.
But then I was like, I don't really want to draw an animal.
No,
you would never do that.
So I was like, what's the good starter of a Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I was like, what's like the best thing that could evolve into anything? What is like the thing?
Are you going to draw at any point? Or?
I'm enjoying. I think everybody is just they're just listening with their eyes closed, just imagining.
Yeah, this one requires a lot of your input as the listener.
The ideas that Julia is walking us through, her thought process. So what is something? What is
the
something
best thing that evolves into anything?
Yeah,
was your question?
Yeah, what's like the most versatile
monkey
thing on this planet?
Monkey?
That's not an animal.
That's not an animal that is ever a baby.
That is ever a baby?
This is already a person's arm.
What kind of riddle is this?
This is already okay.
Oh wait, they are animals, I guess, like super baby animals.
Is it a person? Is the answer a person?
No.
Okay.
Is it a monkey?
Is it a
No.
monkey? Okay, because
But a monkey is a baby at some point.
So far, you've just sort of drawn like part of a head and then a shoulder and arm.
It doesn't have to be. It could be a mustache.
Oh.
Wow, she got you, dude.
Oh, I like
annihilated
that.
You thought this episode was about getting Julia? It was actually about getting Nathan.
Julia's going to get all of us, I think.
In the end.
She gets
Yeah.
us. She always does is the thing. You can't.
She's setting the path for us that we have to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julia's not truly gettable because if you get Julia, she remembers what you've done.
Yeah.
And she sets like a trap that can take any amount of time to come
Yeah.
to fruition.
Yeah.
And she will ultimately win in the end.
Yeah.
That just gave me a horrible thought.
Which is?
This isn't the gnome, is it?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Okay. Whew.
Okay. All right.
That's scary to think about for a
Yeah.
second there.
Yeah, no. It's not the gnome. So don't worry.
That's an even longer game.
Yeah. See, so the thing that I was thinking that could be anything.
Yeah.
The most versatile thing on this planet Earth that can be involved in basically everything and anything you do. It's egg.
Oh, my God.
But they already have an egg Pokemon.
They
so
already
I had
have.
to get rid of it.
They already have, I think, a few egg Pokemon.
Yeah, they've gone back to that well a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, because it's so versatile.
Yeah, and also because Pokemon, almost all Pokemon come from egg.
They do, yeah. They come right out of them things.
Yeah.
If you do Pokemon breeding in any of the games, if you do any like shiny breeding,
Then you're going to be dealing with some eggs.
there's a lot of egg.
So you're saying that there are some people out there who are saying that they are shiny breeders.
Wow, that was a Naruto Fighting Dreamers reference. But for shiny breeders. I feel like there's something there.
Yeah.
Shiny breeders have been looking for a theme song.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, eggs are done. Baby animals are overdone in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be like inanimate objects. So I'm looking around me.
Oh, there are.
Yeah, they got those.
I'm looking around me.
Yeah.
Keys, already done.
Yep, they did keys.
What's left?
Inanimate keys?
They've done keys.
They've done keys. What's left?
What else is there?
I don't think there's anything except concepts.
Oh, a conceptual
wow.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
This journey we're going on, I really don't know where we're going to end up. I'm scared.
I love it.
I feel like we're in the dark.
What concept are we thinking?
Well, so I don't want to say right now.
Okay, it's gonna sort of reveal itself in the drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because also you guys have to draw evolutions.
Right.
Yeah.
Because concepts can evolve.
Yeah. So,
This just looks like the like a personification of the walk sign.
Is that the concept?
well,
The walk sign?
Is the concept traffic lights?
if you think about it, it like could be.
It could be.
It's because normally we have Julia draw at the end to really sort of like up the chaos level
Yeah.
in sort of a final act, but we're just starting from this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to solidify things.
Yeah,
as we go.
I think that's really powerful.
Yeah.
I think that's really going to resonate with people.
The way
Right.
Julia's presenting this
Uh-huh.
gives me vibes of like Julia got a job at the Pokemon company
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
to design Pokemon, and she's at the pitch meeting and she forgot to come up with something. And so
That's
she's
her
like
first day.
filibustering the pitch meeting. With this,
Drawing
like,
on the
never-ending
whiteboard.
build up while she struggles to come up with an idea.
Listen, just because I went to art school doesn't mean I bullshit my way through every piece.
Just some of them.
Just some of them with some filibustering.
Yeah.
This might be one of them, but it also might not be.
I mean,
there it is. She's still doing it.
She's still doing it. It might not be, but it might be.
I don't want to like lead the audience. Okay.
No, of course not.
Like this should be personal to you.
Thank you.
And your journey, like you should be able to like find what you need in this Pokemon.
That's beautiful. Okay? It's like a Rorschach test of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I still have no idea. Is it a clock? Is it a watch?
Oh, is it a clock?
I mean, it's like kinda.
Is it time?
It's just like a symbolism of what.
Is it a time Pokemon?
Is this a time Pokemon?
Because Jacob brought up the concept of time when we were talking about the suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was ironic because it's the concept of time. Time comes for us all.
Why are you saying that like we didn't already guess it?
Is it the concept of time? Close. It's actually the concept of time.
Well, it's because time is linear or subjective or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like subjective.
in our linear understanding of time, Jacob and I guessed that it was time before you revealed that it was time, but in maybe a different interpretation of time, you revealed it before we guessed it.
Oh my! If you think about it, it's incredibly meta because if you're watching this on YouTube, you can skip to the part where Julia reveals it and then go back to where me and Nathan guess it, and you can make it happen in that order.
You actually control how time functions in the video that you're watching. You can change the playback speed, you can scrub ahead or go back. Wow.
And who's to say that's not actually this Pokemon doing that?
Not me. I'm not to say that.
So here's what I understand about baby Pokemon.
I like his little face.
He's just like a shitty little clock man.
I like him so much. He's really... He's got a little bit of dude. Yeah.
Here's what I understand.
Yeah.
About baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
The baby Pokemon, they're like baby. They're fresh out the wilds.
They are like baby. That's true.
They are like baby. They just popped right out of the egg.
Yep.
Or the wilds, depending on how you got it.
They're like excited about the world, right? They don't know that this ball that's coming to hit them in the face and capture them forever is going to force them to fight.
No, they like that though.
That's their favorite.
In the lore of the games, they like that.
They love to fight each other.
There's something like deep within a Pokemon's psychology, physiology that yearns for battle.
Yeah.
That yearns for a 10-year-old to tell them to inflict harm against other Pokemon.
And you know what that might be? It might be because maybe this isn't like their first life. You know? Because time is relative. Yeah. So maybe this is like actually their second time around and they know they have to go in for another fight.
Whoa. They've accepted their fate.
Yeah. This is him.
Yeah, it is.
That's him.
Does he have a name?
I have a name for him. I will reveal it at the end.
Well, no.
The end of what?
We're going to need that one now.
No.
So that we can name ours.
No.
Because the names are related to each other.
But Jacob, in a non-linear timescape, Julia has already told us the name.
Who's to say the second one is not actually before the first one?
Whoa.
Because Pokemon is too confusing.
Maybe the one that evolved was actually...
Kids are going to be so confused.
This is the first confusing Pokemon. Because confusion is a status condition in Pokemon. So maybe this one, it just automatically makes all the other Pokemon confused.
I was thinking he was like a psychic type. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love, this is unrelated to my guy, is not what I'm calling him, but I would love if Ash were to like throw out a Pokemon, he'd be like, go, string theory.
And then like in 1,000 other universes, Ash is throwing out the same Pokemon. And then in whichever universe he wins the battle, that's the one you continue to follow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
And in every other universe, he dies. Kids are going to like that.
Yeah.
I think kids will like that, yeah.
Go, butterfly effect.
It would be the Butterfree effect.
Butterfree effect.
Butterfree effect.
Hey, the
yes.
Butterfree effect is when you watch Bye Bye Butterfree and it makes you cry.
Oh, yeah.
The Butterfree effect is when you bite into something and you go, oh, they put margarine in this. Definitely not butter.
Can I draw?
Yes, Julia.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to draw now.
Okay.
Good.
All right, I'm making a duplicate here because I need to be able to look at this guy.
You need to look at the guy. You need to know where we've been to know where we're going.
So originally, I meant to say this too.
Yeah.
That another vein of Pokemon that there are like cryptids and folklore.
Mm-hmm.
So my other idea that I was going to do is the I forgot what that cryptid is, but it's that humanoid that has no neck or arms, and it's just the long white like turnip looking creature in the United States.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, what are you?
There's a turnip cryptid?
There is, well, he's not, to me, he is turnip.
Okay.
Sounds like a mandragora type.
Is it a
situation.
mandragora, Julia?
It's the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Oh.
I don't know her.
You don't know her? Don't worry. It's the best creature you've seen in your life.
Oh man, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
So but that's, you didn't decide to go with that one for this.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. In an alternate timeline, maybe you drew the Pokemon version of the Fresno Nightcrawler. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, well, I just sent it to you.
Oh.
I just felt like there weren't a lot of places to go, and I wanted you guys to be able to, like, you know, really explore the space.
Yeah. I like that. It's like what Blemmy is to a torso, it's just the legs. It's just just legs with a face.
Yeah.
I love that. So Jacob, what are what's your thought process here for
this is a Persian cat.
This middle evolution?
My thought process is, if we're going with the concept of time, I immediately think of the concept of aging.
Okay.
And so I'm imagining here that Julia's guy has the hands are like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's giving him sort of like that aggressive, punky attitude. Like, I'm a go get him. I got my whole life ahead of me. And so maybe the middle evolution is more like, you've aged a bit. You've seen more of what the world has going on. You've become perhaps a bit jaded.
Sure.
And so the hands now are more horizontal.
Right.
And they've created a more blasé look. And so this is also like a version that has accepted, more of its power, understands more of its power.
Sure.
And so looks down on you.
You do not understand the powers that I wield.
I've traveled so many lifetimes. Yeah, this Pokemon can fully talk. Doesn't Mewtwo talk?
Yeah, Mewtwo talks.
It does, like, yeah, they get around that by saying it's like psychic. So he's like talking into your brain.
Right.
But Meowth talks.
Meowth learned to talk. He's a special Meowth that learned to talk. And that's another episode that really makes you feel sad. They did a lot of emotionally resonant episodes of Pokemon, the anime.
And I bet there have been even more that I'm like unaware of.
Oh yeah, I bet the anime these days is great.
I bet it's like the saddest thing you've ever experienced.
I've heard good things.
I've heard good things. I've heard even better things than you.
Damn, dude.
You can't even imagine the things I've heard.
Okay. I could try. I could try to imagine.
That's what this guy is saying.
You can't imagine the things I've heard. The times I've seen.
The wars I've witnessed.
I'm also thinking, because yours was like, this is like a watch, right?
Yeah, he's like a watch with like a sundial on his head. That's why he's got that little fin.
So yours was a watch. This one is a clock.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're graduating in size here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a pocket watch, like a big pocket watch.
Yeah. An older form of a wristwatch.
And larger.
And larger.
And larger, yeah.
Yeah, typically the Pokemon do get bigger as they evolve.
Is there any Pokemon where that's not true?
Probably.
Yeah, do any Pokemon do like a Frieza?
Where they get little?
Where they get big and then their final one, they get really little. And you're like, well, that's less scary. And then they start doing stuff and you're like, oh no, it's actually way more scary.
It's actually really scary. That's a great question. I actually don't know. But I'm sure the commenters...
Well, I've Googled. And this Quora answer...
Oh, good. Yeah.
Says Dragonair to Dragonite.
Oh, in lengthwise, yes. Dragonair is
literal
longer.
height.
Is longer than Dragonite. Yeah.
Haunter to Gengar.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think that's true.
Is Haunter really big?
Apparently Haunter is 5'3", and Gengar is 4'11".
But Haunter's floating.
Does that add height?
Is that
like maybe Haunter's got more length because it's got like a tail and it's like a floating thing. But Gengar's like wide.
Yeah, but he's compact.
I think he's bigger overall. That's what I'm saying.
He's denser. He's got more concentrated ghostly energy.
We should also say that, okay, Haunter is significantly taller than Gengar. I'm now on a Reddit post from 10 years ago. Thank you to this Reddit post.
Wow,
even older
time.
than this suggestion.
Yeah.
Wow.
But is almost 90 pounds lighter.
So Gengar is dense.
That's what I'm saying. He concentrates all the ghost energy. I love that for him.
And then Gloom to Blossom.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Gloom's a big boy, and Blossom's a dainty lady.
A dainty dame.
Oh, yeah. He's Doctor Strange in a little bit.
Yeah, he's stranging.
Oh, yeah, he's stranging.
You could say he's stranging just a little bit, yeah.
As you get older, you are changing. As I get older, I am stranging.
He says that. He beams that right into your brain.
As you get older, I stay the same age. Yes, I do.
Do you think he's also voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch?
No, he's voiced by Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey doing his best Benedict Cumberbatch impression.
Yeah, I think we'll go because I want to get some of your aspects.
Yeah.
I liked this little touch. I'm not sure what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is?
Mm-hmm. All will be revealed in the future or in the past.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
Jacob, I will reveal this at the end of the episode, and then tomorrow it will be in the past.
Whoa. It'll be in the past as soon as you reveal it.
Yeah. And
Isn't
then
that crazy?
It's going to be out there.
How long does the present last?
It's already over.
Wow.
By the time you've identified it.
That's wild to think about.
Wild but true. I'm designing the bottom of the cloak to also be like an arrow.
Oh.
Sort of like the hand of a clock.
Like the hand of a clock.
Pointing downwards.
Yeah. This is sweet.
And maybe we'll even mimic that here to be like a minute hand, hour hand.
I like it.
Sort of situation.
I like that my past two Google searches are what Pokemon get smaller as they evolve and how long does the present last?
Like Julia's high.
Apparently, it's the time it takes a photon to traverse the Planck length and appears to be the smallest slice of time we'll ever be able to measure.
Well, they don't know about ever. They don't know about ever.
Do they know about ever?
How long is ever?
I think I'm done here. I don't want to go too far because it's like a middle Evo. So
yeah.
There's got to be like plenty of room for growth here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Middle Evos are like the moody teens typically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like this guy. He's taking a philosophy class. He's like,
yeah, he's taking philosophy
101.
Yeah, that changes
in high school. I read Freud. I've read Kafka.
I've read Nietzsche.
I've been watching a lot of PBS Space Time.
I've looked into the abyss, and the abyss did in fact look into me and found that actually I was a deeper abyss, and the abyss was wowed.
The abyss had never seen such a deep abyss until it looked into me.
It shuddered. Oh, I'm going to put that on Instagram, actually. Like some white text on top of a black and white photo of a businessman.
Okay, so I'm done. I guess I'm not going to name him.
Yeah.
We'll do names at the end.
We're going to wait. Is it the end or is it the beginning?
Who knows?
Right, exactly. Depending on how the viewer chooses to watch this video. Very conceptual. This is our most conceptual video to date.
Yeah. Someone in the comment section is going to say that I chose a bad time to get high.
Or a good time.
Or a good time.
Or maybe the time chose you.
Whoa.
Who can say where the road goes?
All right, so I've gathered your drawings here as reference.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to just go ahead and shrink them a little, put them over here.
Shrink them and dink them.
I think I'm going to deviate a little bit in this final evolution. I'm going to take elements, but I've got an idea for how to really spice up this final Evo.
He's going to be like, what if the final Evo was an elephant?
What if the final Evo was like a dog with a big
Hammer.
like flower on his back?
And a big flower on his back and a big hammer.
And his name was Venusaur. This is the Stussy.
What if it's Stussy? No, because like I like the way that we've done the like the clock face as the face.
Uh-huh.
But what if 2 clock?
Two-Face?
What if 2 clock Two-Face? And what if it's like they're the eyes?
That's cool. And it's at freaking 6 o'clock, the scariest time.
It's at 6 o'clock, or it could even be like
12:30.
What if it's more like?
Oh, he mad.
And then we get like the second hand in there.
Can I tell you guys a fun fact about clock towers and watches and all that?
Yeah.
So in the 1800s, there was a job. It was the one that I'm thinking of specifically was this woman who woke up very early, and she would align her pocket watch with the town clock tower, and people would pay her to wake them up at a certain time and to tell them what time it was so they could set their pocket watches to it.
Oh, because they had to
you would
like
have to wind it.
reset them every day.
Yeah, because they didn't, a lot of the time they would have like maybe 24-hour power.
24-hour power.
Like enough power to be able to wind it for 24 hours. But if they forgot to wind it, then you're out of luck unless you made a trip to the clock tower. So she would walk around town and tell people what time it was, and they would give her money for that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What a fun fact. So Nathan, this is kind of like Big Venus.
Yeah, it's sort of a
It's the Chicago bean mixed with Big Ben.
This is sort of like Big Venus, yeah.
Have they thought about slapping a clock on the big Chicago bean?
They could. And call it Big Venus.
Big Venus? Chicago, that one's free.
Yeah.
You can feel free to take that one. Yeah, I was just thinking like what's like the evolution of clock, and it's clock tower.
True. Yeah.
You know?
I
totally.
see. I thought you were going to go grandfather clock.
I did as well. So you zagged on us.
I went even further.
Even further beyond.
Whoa.
But I like this concept because this is kind of unique.
Yeah. He's like a very geometric looking Donald Duck so far.
Donald Duck?
He looks like Mecha Duck. Mecha Donald.
I'm not seeing the duck, but
You're drawing the top of the bill right now.
Yeah.
oh, I was thinking this was like his jaw, his like lower jaw.
Yeah. That's the bill.
He's got his hat and then his eyes and then his big bill.
His big bill. So
That's a different big clock. Big bill.
big bill, yeah.
Yeah. Big Venus, Big Bill, Big Ben. Isn't Big Ben called something else?
Yeah, it's
Big Ben is technically the bell that's in the tower.
I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, isn't it just called like clock tower?
I disregard that completely because it's stupid and not fun.
Yeah.
It's like we're rewriting history on this one to what's more fun.
Oh, it was renamed to the Elizabeth Tower in 2012.
No.
Okay.
Originally simply known as Clock Tower, you're right. But the only clock tower I can think of when someone says clock tower is the video game Clock Tower.
Yeah, me too.
It scared the bejesus out of me when I was a
With
young
Scissors
teen.
Guy.
Yeah.
Famed enemy,
Alice.
Scissors Guy.
I do have to say, Nathan, I do like it, despite calling it Geometric Donald Duck.
Geometric Donald Duck. Yeah, I'm just sort of figuring it out a little bit.
Figure it out, feel it out.
Yeah, because you really, I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't time. I was not expecting to have to like evolve time, the concept during my drawing.
Yeah.
Maybe it is mad again. It was like sassy mad, then it got, very aloof, and now it's back to just being kind of mad.
Well, this feels like the type of Pokemon, like one of those legendaries that's like its goal is to like eradicate all human life. Like one of those really intense Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like its goal is to undo space-time.
Yeah. He's like, I've seen what humans do with us Pokemon. It would be better if no one existed at all.
Yeah, I mean Mewtwo was kind of about that.
Yeah.
In Pokemon the first movie.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon the first movie?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very ominous title.
They were ambitious. They were like, we know there's going to be more.
There's going to be more for sure. Because I kind of want to make it a little creaturey, know?
Yeah, you can do that.
Maybe he's like, he's done, can I pitch you an idea?
Please.
So the inside of clock towers are full of like the guts of the clock.
Oh yeah, lots of gears and stuff.
Well, they have a lot of counterweights that hang.
Yeah.
So, and then also because it's usually attached to a building that like the clock tower attendees live in, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have like plumbing and things. What if he has little skittery legs, like he's pulled himself out the ground and he's got like little like centipede legs? Okay.
So like we've got like tower.
Yeah.
And then it's like attached to the rest of this like building. And
it's
then
like a little millipede.
And then he's like pulled himself. Yeah.
And then it's just legs.
And then it's just legs.
And then it's just legs, but they're like pipes and stuff.
Well, I think like you could just like excuse them to be like pipes, but really you can make them creaturey. You could just be like coming out the bottom of it.
And it's like the narrative is he was forced to take this bestial form.
Mm-hmm. No, that's Dark Souls.
This is very Dark Soulsian because he was a boy and then he was a man and then he was a monster. In his pursuit of whatever it was he was pursuing, he abandoned all of what made him a person.
He was a
or
boy.
A Pokemon in this case.
He was a man. Can I make it any more monstrous?
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I think too it could be like the tendrils of time.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
and I do still need to give it this thing.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Which is going to be revealed.
Yeah.
Does still need to have that thing.
Is it the little tab you pull to activate the battery for the first time?
No. The little piece of paper that's separating the battery from the power connectors. No.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
It's not.
Well, that's just sort of like my theory, and you said that this was up to interpretation of the viewer.
Okay, well, that time's over. That was in the past.
Okay, you're not the arbiter of time.
Well, I could be.
Julia could be the arbiter.
I set us on this path. I've changed our fates.
Whoa. That's so
forever.
True.
That's a good point.
Can I reveal to you what my concept was to go into this by telling you the name of this Pokemon? Is it time now for me to do this, or should I
don't know. Is it time?
You're the arbiter of the time.
I'm not allowed to say when it's time, apparently.
This is Jacob's Jokerification moment.
That's the name of the Pokemon?
An AKA Jokerification moment being the time he starts making like boomer comics about his wife who won't stop talking about controlling time.
That's the name of the Pokemon.
Jacob's Jokerification moment, the Pokemon.
I love Jacob's Jokerification moment.
What's the name? Are you going to tell us?
Yeah. So the name of my Pokemon. This is so stupid.
I'm like getting mad in advance. My mind is prepping me to be mad.
You have to remember all of the things that I said about the concept of my Pokemon, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
time. It's time, right?
Well, I said some very specific things if you want to wind back the tape.
Oh yeah, and people can do that.
You can do that.
You can do that. You can really. Wow. Yeah, it's all happening.
Okay. The concept for my Pokemon, aka the name of my Pokemon, is Togedemaru. And you know what that might be? It might be because maybe this isn't like their first life. You know? Because time is relative. Yeah. So maybe this is like actually their second time around and they know they have to go in for another fight.
Whoa. Jacob,
I will reveal this at the end of the episode, and then tomorrow it will be in the past.
Because
I need answers now. I need answers.
Because if you recall in the past, Julia thought that Togedemaru sounded like the movie Edge of Tomorrow, which is a movie all about time loops. So it works on a lot of levels because you need to go back in time to like see that episode to get the callback reference.
Yeah.
And
he's
then
on
it's
his first little run.
Yeah.
Like what Tom Cruise in the beginning. Jacob's squeezing his whole face as tight as he can.
So this isn't this isn't a Tom Cruise Edge of Tomorrow themed Pokemon? That's your theming? It's themed after the movie Edge of Tomorrow.
Do they have any Pokemon based off of movies?
And Emily Blunt?
Based off of movies?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel the fact that I'm so baffled means you did. I can never predict it. How long have we known each other? How many years have we spent together? And yet I still can't predict it.
So the little pull tab is something that like Tom Cruise wears in.
Well, he has his little like soldier jumpsuit, and he's got that little like note or whatever in his pocket.
Of course.
And he wears the little helmet when he's in his mech suit.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, he's on his first little run where he's like, "I guess I'll do it because I'm that cool movie guy, whatever."
He kind of has to.
Yeah,
They kind of just like force him into it. He gets tricked.
So then when he evolves, it's because he's done like another loop. And it's like the middle part of the movie where he's like, I see what must be done.
Yeah.
So the first form is called Togedemaru.
Yeah. But not that.
Edge of Tomorrow.
The second form is called Edge of Tomorrow. Because you have a deeper understanding now of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the third form is called Live, Die, Repeat.
AKA Big Venus.
AKA Big Venus.
Okay, this Pokemon line is Togedemaru, Edge of Tomorrow, and Big Venus.
Big Venus. The Pokemon has embraced absurdity.
Nothing matters.
And become Big Venus.
Nothing matters, just become Big Venus. Who cares? We're all gonna die. Nothing lasts forever. Be called Big Venus.
Nothing matters, just become Big Venus. That's what I want the takeaway to be from this episode.
Embrace Big Venus. I laughed so hard at Jacob's blank face and then his sideways look at me that it scrambled my brain.
I do want to keep the like spacesuit aesthetic and the little arrow aesthetic.
Yeah, carry through the design elements.
Yeah, we'll do it like
And now you can rewatch the episode and see all the clues I laid out.
Yeah,
Just like the snowman.
Like this. I was gonna say the snowman, Jacob.
Maybe you already did say the snowman.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow!
Yeah.
This is what a ride.
Yeah.
What a journey.
I think this is a very powerful Pokemon evolution.
I think it works on so many levels. Even if you don't get like the Edge of Tomorrow connection.
Right. I mean, you should go back and watch that one because like that was one of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
I'm glad you called it back.
Thank you. Yeah.
I hope we can edit in a flashback sequence.
Yeah.
Where it's like the voices are a little echoey and there's like a haze filter.
I hope it happens right after I say Togedemaru, and you can see it. You can see it happen in real time. What was happening in Jacob's brain?
Whoa!
As he went back and recalled.
If it happens, you'll know that David listened to us.
Yeah.
And decided to play along. If it didn't happen, you'll know that David decided it was too much effort.
Yeah.
And not worth the time it would take to do. And either way, I respect it.
I respect David.
I respect David in this house.
That's what we should all take away from this.
Yes.
Respect your Davids.
Respect your Davids. Wow. So this is the evolution line. Togedemaru, Edge of Tomorrow, Big Venus. And Big Venus. Wow. I think Big Venus has some meta potential.
I think so too, for sure.
Wow. I could never have predicted that this is where we'd end up.
No, this was a journey, Julia. Thank you for taking us on this ride. This was like a movie.
You're welcome.
It had reveals, it had twists and turns.
Yeah. Yeah. I want you to know, Jacob, today I picked up bagels for me and Jacob for lunch because I keep wanting everything bagels. I was Googling the movie Day of Tomorrow.
Day of Tomorrow.
Wait,
the
day after tomorrow, whatever that movie's called.
Yeah, the disaster movie.
Yeah, and I was like, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt aren't anywhere in this movie.
It's a different one.
A different one.
And then I remembered it's Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, so it even had a journey for me.
Incredible.
Well, I hope you, the viewer, also had enjoyed this journey. You went on a mind journey with us.
Yeah.
Expand your thoughts.
And really enjoyed watching these Pokemon, these real Pokemon designs that we made.
We made them.
No one can say we didn't make them.
No.
Or if you watch it in reverse, we unmake them.
Whoa.
So that's something.
That's insane. But true.
You ever think about how the playback speed button on YouTube is like controlling time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people watch us sped up, and then when they watch us regular, we sound like we're stoned. Because we're talking so slow compared to what they're used to.
Yeah.
But hey, if you watching this want to control time in the sense that you control the amount of time Drawfee exists as a channel,
yep,
you can support us on Patreon.
Whoa.
And the more support we get there, the more time gets added to how long we make these videos for.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, that's fine. You can also contribute time to our lifespans by liking and subscribing to the channel, because if we hit 2 million subscribers, we actually live forever.
That's true.
And we'll never die.
That's the pact we made.
They don't tell you that, but that's in every YouTuber's contract.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're so desperate to hit 2 million.
It'd be so cool.
Because as soon as we hit it, we stop aging. So the longer it takes, the older we get, and we have to be at an older age forever.
Yeah.
So please help us get there as soon as possible. And if you don't want to do that, I don't know what your problem is, but maybe some merch would sway you.
Oh, yeah.
Head on over to the merch store, DFTBA, link in the description. Buy some Drawfee merch. Every person that wears Drawfee merch gives us more power.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to see us in real time, linear time, you can watch us on Twitch Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're sorry.
Sorry.